Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our Resistance playthrough, where I am. Well, the end of the last one I recognized, we ran the part a bit too long, so we're going to record one more part tonight. If I hadn't run any of the parts too long over the stream, we'd probably have 5 parts. And in fact, arguably I've recorded 5 parts, we're just getting into 4 parts. We're going to continue. Obviously, we have an economy contraction in Darfur, which is a region I didn't even realize we have control points in, so it is what it is. In fact, I should probably change... so the next time we get some more territory like this, does something a little bit more smart. So, where is it? How do I set the customs? Oops. That's not it. I know there's a way to set up... Because I probably set it up at the beginning of the game. Is it on the nations? Probably is on the nation. Design priority template. Yeah, that's what we want. I'm gonna set up a priority template for all the random stuff we get in the future. That's basically, yeah, give me mission control, give me boost, don't give me space program. Give me like the minimum funding as a fallback. Fix the environment. Call that good. We'll set it as our default. I'm not going to play it globally, although I will probably go around all the places I really don't care about, like, say, Argentina can get on to environmental resistance, which is the new one. China will leave on custom. Ecuador, environmental resistance. Basically, all the random bits that I've inherited from the revolution, we will put on basically this one. I believe we do Haiti. And then I need to go check up on China, Mexico, Russia, and the United States. Make sure their stuff is reasonable. So, United States. We're doing economy because we want the GDP to go up here. Mostly we would try to just offset like environmental or global warming, the nuclear weapons, that sort of stuff. We're working to deal with pollution here. We want to get up to sustainability 10. Once we're at sustainability 10, we're probably going to stop doing environmentalism in the United States. Instead, focus purely on economy and knowledge. A little bit of welfare to keep the inequality down. Funding and boost and that sort of stuff. We're probably going to be done with the space defense soon. I think every once in a while we're getting one of the space defenses destroyed, which is why we're still working on space defense. So that seems reasonable. Environment works fine, boost works fine, space defense works fine. We could do mission control. We're missing one mission control here. We won't worry too much about it. Then China is a special beast. China is actually probably a place at some point where we might want to do some foreign investment if we can get the money flowing well. We can probably back down on mission control. Let's put a little bit into boost. We're doing funding. We're doing unity to keep the public opinion high because we're authoritarian here. Working on welfare because the welfare got out of hand, although it's getting better. getting a lot better. Working on environment. We're almost there with China, although we're much closer with America. America has got 1 million tons, or 1 million tons per year. Here we're 3.6. Working on space defenses. Okay, so that's the balance we want there. And then Russia. We don't even control all of Russia. We'll probably slow down the space defenses. We got boost going. We got funding going. I suppose I should probably do some unity here. And we probably actually have enough welfare I can stop, or at least slow roll the welfare a little bit. Do something like that. At least until we take the other control points back, and then we'll probably start boosting the GDP a little bit. Okay. Let's start time going in.
Initiating contact.
It's no business of ours if you wish to throw your lives away.
Okay, so he's not selling us any radioactives. We'll give him $1 for saying hi. Fair trade.
I will help them.
Armies of Egypt have conquered Tanzania. Okay. But that handed it over. Handed it over the alien administration? Maybe.
Order is returning.
Or at least handed it over to. Yeah, I think it just handed it over to the alien administration, which is interesting. Crackdown in Colombia. That's fine.
The uprising is underway.
The uprising is underway.
The revolution will not be today.
No, not today, apparently. For
The
that one.
uprising is underway.
That guy's a little bit more enthusiastic. That's what we need. Enthusiasm. Let's not surrender ourselves to fear. Apparently only hitting 3 places. Okay. Ecuador, South Sudan, and Darfur. Okay. Yeah, so I think the alien... I think that's a lot of the aliens, because that's a lot of actions back to back to back, but I don't think you could... I don't think the servants have that many actions, so I think there's a little bit of a mix of the aliens and the servants working together there. Fleet launching for low Earth orbit. Again, not too much of a problem. I think that was some of our HABs finishing the repairs up on Mars.
Ready to go.
You know, it's been a while since we've talked up the humanity
Hello,
first.
channel.
We'll see if they're open to giving us some radioactives. If not, we might try just leaking some technology to them. Give them some technology. July. April, June, July. Okay, so we're almost there with the inertial confinement fusion. 13 from orgs, 70 from HAB modules.
Making contact.
Your heart is in the right place, but your methods are insufficient to meet the threat.
You say that, but yet we've been quite successful in some ways. Whereas you don't even have enough space resources to sell us stuff. And apparently running solid core fusion and stuff. Okay. You don't have flag bridge? Here, have flag bridge. Okay, so the only one that has radioactives is Exodus, and they're only going to give us like 40 at a time, which is maybe not worth bothering with council actions. Hence is a jerk whenever I talk to him. Yeah, he doesn't think anyone else is doing enough work. Is kind of Hans's position. Okay, so our fleets are fully refueled. We are ready to face the enemy.
Things are stabilizing. The people will be free.
We were unable to instigate an uprising.
The people will be free.
Wildfires, yeah, we do what we can to mitigate it. They got full control of Bangladesh now, which is fine. Okay. So let's have you do set national policy in the United States, so we can go
On my way to the
bring
capital.
them into the Federation. We're actually past April, so instead of bringing them to the Federation, I suppose we can unite Mexico with the United States, North America. Of June, okay. Oh, another extraction, 5% mining. Grab the 5% mining. Oh, you don't even need that mission control. Take the mission control off. That frees up a slot, which we can use to put the mining ore in. You're an advise, so we're gonna grab more command with you. The other guy's person I have on permanent advise for the United States. Freeze and rest. We'll probably keep going with that. So the other thing is, we made them smaller, so how easy is it for... Isn't for the 13.
Ready for orders.
What about... Oh, no, you're only 14, so that's barely going to be any better. Oh, and you don't have the
What's the up?
Where do you
Freeze
need
and
me?
Rest one. Oh, because that was coming from Pakistan. Which isn't part of the alien administration anymore. Nor... do we have our control points there? Because they got... wait. Or is it? Yeah, so I need someone from Pakistan. Apparently I have someone from the alien administration, but now that it's free Pakistan, I don't have anyone... Did I have it on you? I thought I had it on you. We just put the mining on, that's why. Okay, I see. Yeah, this may have worked. Okay. Okay. And now you have the ability to do it. Okay. You're gonna still need more command to do it. And then I suppose we should be
I'm here.
looking for someone who can free up some slots to get the mine on. Yep, that's probably the org. New command. We take shield initiative off. Put the mine on. Okay. And we got 3 people trying to destabilize.
Ready for
You need
orders.
more command before you can start joining in.
Standing
You need
by.
more command before you can start joining in.
Your orders?
You're the advisor, although at some point we could probably get you high enough command. And all 6 of them obviously can probably get the alien administration to fall apart reasonably quickly.
Lending my expertise.
Things are cooling off. The revolution is coming.
Death to tyrants.
The uprising is underway.
The uprising is underway, yes. Fragment some more off of them, please. Debris duty. This is a situation where we're just going to take the science because we don't have any other options.
Mission complete.
Federation or unification? We'll do the Federation first. Because that'll start the cooldown on that one. Do repeat and continue. It's back in Chile. And yeah, if we keep going this way, we can get another revolution in the alien administration. '20th of June. So the next councilor action, we'll see the completion of this one. We may even see the completion of that one. That'll give it a little bit more of the story. I think that's what I need for the next story task to finish. Yeah, we'll go with that one. The
Offering
United States will
assistance.
restabilize quickly enough, that's not going to be a problem. I'm forgetting. Oh no, it is June, so it's going to be soon. It may have got delayed a little bit because of the destabilizing of the United States.
Violence is abating. The people will be free.
Long live the revolution!
The revolution is coming.
Revolution is coming. There's inertial confinement fusion reactor 6. Of course, we're going to want 7. We're probably going to have the protium nova torch as soon as it comes up. In the meantime, yeah, start working on the heavy fusion reactor farm. The other thing we'll probably do is we'll start probably working on some of the xenoscience and maybe go looking to see if there's anything else we can do to help with revolution. So we need to purge this list a little bit.
Prepping for mission.
Surprised it's taking so long to do the national policy.
Policy direction
North
complete.
America. Obviously, the places that we confederate with, we can't right now because we don't have control of their executive. We can unify with Mexico. Take me there. Apparently I am blockaded. Didn't know we were even at... Oh, apparently we're at war with the EU. Okay. So needs to say, merging with Mexico, that dropped the GDPC. In fact, dropped the GDPC by a lot. Raise the inequality, because there's inequality. Mexico's not, you know, the rest of North America. Lower the education. But that's stuff we can fix. Wormholes.
Commander, we now know how they've come to our solar system.
Deep Skywatch observations, as well as some of our new technology available to us to study the primary alien base in the Kuiper Belt. The conclusion are unanimous. The Hydra base houses one end of a stable, traversable wormhole. Which is how they got here. Complete the choke point project when it becomes available. And yeah, we want that as a favorite. We'll set that as a favorite. So most of these cheap ones are ways to break things up. Maybe don't need to bother with. Management resource, another place of source of control points. In fact, I should put that on favorite so I can find it later. I have to come all the way back down here. Crash training program. We haven't had to recruit counselors in such a long time. Don't need it to the end of hostile takeover. Don't really bother with that. Coup missions, maybe. Nation. Ones. We'll probably want the African at some point. The Kale flight. Go to Europa. We're not consulting against Earth Market. It's Space Force basic training. I usually... Well, I haven't really evaluated how well the officers are. They're probably more valuable now that we've got ships that actually survive more than engagement. Build Navy, build Army. That's orbital bombardment. We've been able to avoid that too much. Guerrilla warfare, yes. Ab living. If we're going to live residential modules, this is one way to get money. Not really what we're interested in. Although if we were worried about our places being like seized by Marines, it's a way to deal with Marines. If you're looking for more boosts, that's a way to get boost in starts where you're not being able to build boost sites. Actually, oh no, that doesn't believe hear that top. Helicon's another alternative to the grid drive for early game interplanetary travel. Okay. Increases the repair cap on destroyed modules from 5 to 25%. Maybe tempting something to put on some of our stuff. Bridge, life support battery, and damage control modules to be partially repaired. Yeah, well, put that in something to pick up later. Remass group, no. Although, this is anything that uses hydrogen. Maybe. Component armoring. Probably do want to grab that. Armor struts, probably want to grab that at some point. Pass most of the batteries and the heat sinks. Damage control. Okay, so we've said everything that's favorite that we want to do at some point. The big one I saw that we probably want to grab earlier is guerrilla warfare. And we're going to change you over to the power plant. Initial confinement fusion reactor. That's gonna... This is the last reactor that we will ever research. And then we'll design all the ships around this. We may stop researching this to do the drive, if the drive pops up. And hopefully the drive does pop up. Otherwise we'll be running with an inferior drive. 87% chance of popping up, so it'll probably pop up.
Acknowledged.
Where to?
Let's do one more set national policy.
Time to make our move.
And see if we can seek peace with the EU-Mexico war. Because hopefully they don't actually want to fight America. Hopefully. Eight and a half. Well, 8, 9, 9.5. Okay, so it should be going down to 1 on the long roll. 750,000 carbon dioxide. So we're getting close to getting to 10.
Offering counsel.
Things are stabilizing. Death to tyrants.
The uprising is underway.
The uprising is underway.
If we can get it back up to 10 again, they'll have another revolt. Revolution and break more bits off.
Mission complete.
We can seek federations, but we know they're not going to accept that. Seek peace is why we did this, and the answer to that is no. Okay, so we'll have to probably get into the EU to get us out of this war. Oh, someone came out and forced to stabilize. We had it up to 7. I don't suspect this will be a
Making our case.
great result, but we'll try. And then you're probably at war with the EU. Yeah. Actually, at this point, we probably stabilize Haiti and... yeah, they're reasonably stable. We should get you to stabilizing China
I'm here.
instead.
We'll make things safe.
I will help them.
Things are cooling off. Long live the revolution!
Long live the revolution.
The people will be free.
The people will be free!
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Rhodium Nova Torch. That's one of the ones we were looking for. In fact, I can check that right now. Looks like it. Universal Confinement Fusion. See that in the tech tree, just to double check. that one. So we need that one to get the protein converter torch, which is obviously the next and final drive we will probably ever use. And this is a good enough drive that this can basically be a drop-in permanent replacement of the Poseidon. I think it's the Poseidon torch we're running. 9.9 water, 0.1 nobles, saving us a lot of radioactives. And has a decent power use efficiency. Let's get me out of the tree. Active research element, because we're going to overwrite something so we can get going. Yeah, we'll delay the Pan-Asian Gaimon. China's not really stable enough yet that I don't really want to be rushing to add things to it. 29th of May, 5 years from now. We may need a little bit more science. That one requires some radioactives. Could grab the borane as a holdover. Although the borane's only a third the price. I think I already grabbed the... Grab the oldest one that did a set. Yeah, we got the Tritium Nova drive. So if I'm really desperate for a fuel efficient and, well, a cheap end. Well, actually, no, that's a little bit of uranium on it. Granted, or a little bit of radioactive on it. Granted, that's maybe not enough to ruin it for what we want. Although maybe it is. Deuterium. Oops. It's the opposite direction than what I wanted to do. Yeah, I could do the Deuterium Nova. That would be done really quick. This isn't a good of a drive, right? So this is 9.2 in comparison up to the 10, so it's more fuel efficient. 15.4. Yeah, so the big thing is actually the power. This will be a slower drive. Yeah, we'll just quickly try to get that out of the way. And we'll build a ship with this, and then we can upgrade it to the Protium Nova Torch when the Protium Nova Torch is done. Okay, so the alien administration got bigger.
At your service.
Although we can still get pretty
The
decent
people will rise.
rolls on dealing with it.
Ready to go.
Where to?
Not having to pay
The people will
too
rise.
much.
At your service.
Standing by.
Ops.
We will bring it down.
Standing by for orders. I will try to sway the public.
Okay. Working on improving you. Just don't work on. There we go. Don't build exo-fighters in China. Space defenses, mission control, boost, yeah. Funding, unity. Mostly focus on welfare and environment. Almost there. 500,000. Yeah, okay, so we're going to finish that up soon. We'll probably put that on the Pan-Asian Carbine again. But that'll also help with our unrest boosting events. In fact, it'll help in the next cycle. +2 to unrest missions. Okay.
Offering assistance.
Freedom fight items. Regions with independence movements have a 50% chance of breaking away following our unrest missions there, yes. So we probably do want that.
Order is returning.
In fact, I think that's valuable enough we'll actually pick that up before the Carmine.
Long live the revolution!
Okay, more battle stations done.
The uprising is underway.
The revolution is coming.
There we go. Another revolution. And takes control of more races. Revolution, the alien administration. The lead elements of popular uprising has entered the alien capital in Mumbai.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Okay, I'm gonna take a slight detour from attacking the Alien Federation, Alien Administration again. And we're gonna try to build up the United States. So we know there are 3 potential targets for Federation: Costa Rica, Panama, and the Dominican Republic. Actually surprised that, well, I suppose that's probably a hostile claim, right? So I probably have to actually take you. Send troops in to take you. So Dominican Republic. Are you a hostile claim? Maybe. Or, right, the relations in the region also has to be allied level. Oh, I'm allied to their rivals. Makes sense. Okay. So yeah, we're going to try to sweep some more of the regions in. We'll start with the ones that we, in theory, are being told we can do. So Costa Rica. Panama, and the Dominican Republic. Oh, I'm being told those are places that can be done because they're controlled by those people. Okay. Whereas the United States does have a claim on you, does have a claim on you. Okay, so I can just go after these places. Or at least in theory you can go after those places and take them. So yeah, let's try to take Cuba next.
Your orders.
Removing our enemies.
Costa Rica.
Ready for my mission.
At your service.
You don't have purge.
Where do you need me?
Have purge.
We're taking power.
Reporting in.
Get back around the world. It's a little bit sometimes when it takes you to the character and you're like, I just wanted to do the thing where I was.
Targeting their center of power.
Where do you need me?
You have cracked and believe 9% investigate, which is not really good.
Ready to go.
Your orders?
You don't have purge, otherwise I do purge with you.
Where to?
Ready.
Standing by for orders.
Easier to get more investigate, get more purge. Actually, I suppose we probably want to crack down on both of them, right? Crack down first, then purge.
Orders.
So we'll do you. Okay, so no, you need to be the one purging. Because I can't do crackdown with you.
Terminating the opposition.
Where to? Applying
There we
pressure
go. So we
on
got to
their
crack down to purge. We got to purge.
What's the op?
You can't do either mission, somewhat annoyingly. Quick check in here. Do I have any that can do what I want? Assault is not what we're looking for. Assassinate is not what we're looking for. No. Okay. So the other thing we can potentially do with you is any of the alien bases. Nice and exposed. Yeah. Let's go blow a couple of those up
Going in hot.
while we're spanning North America. And researching freedom fighters. Oh. So, we got some armies. Okay, so that's, that, we can deal with that. I think. We obviously need to cancel hunting xenomorphs, so we can get the armies together to deal with that. Ideally want to deal with it without, you know, using the bomb on Washington, D.C. Is Japan at war with the EU? Didn't give me the info I wanted. No. Okay, so we can leave you hunting. We can get you hunting xenoform. You hunting xenoform. Russia is not at war with EU. And China is, and granted, China doesn't have any neighbors, and EU's got a large enough navy it's blockaded. Okay. So let's get the armies of America together and give them a moment to recover before we send them against the European armies. There's 2 in Washington, D.C. They're fighting with Robotic Age Tech 6s. We're fighting with 4.4. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to outnumber them. I may need to use the nuclear weapons, but we'll see. Another thing I could do, and we'll wait until we get into combat to do that, is bring the Space Force in and do some orbital bombardment.
Offering support.
Also, I suppose because we are actively in a conflict with people in Washington, D.C., we should maybe do some military. Rapidly boost the American military effectiveness.
Violence is abating.
Crackdown complete.
We have hit them where it hurts.
Target destroyed.
First Armored Division, I presumably control that. But it's not showing up in outlier. That's interesting. Okay, well, it's in battle. It's mostly healed, so let's bring in all the American forces to back it up.
Our people have taken control.
Oh, I have build navy. We don't need build navy in the United States. Build military, yes, given the circumstances, but not necessarily build the navy. Okay, more battle stations finishing up there. Oh, and that gives us the military bonus. So in theory, our troops are now going to fight much better. Yeah, so we'll see if we can get the 2 servant armies driven out of the United States. And then that's probably where we'll put the part break in and end the stream for the night. Okay, you purge that
Terminating the
point.
opposition.
Standing by.
We're gonna want you to crack down.
Targeting their center of power.
Ready to go.
Followed by a purge.
What's the op? We're taking power.
Reporting in.
Then you 30th of November. So we're not quite there yet. So we'll have to remember that next stream we can integrate Haiti into the United States, making the place bigger. In the meantime, we're getting some more exotics from blowing up some more alien bases.
Gear up.
Getting closer to where we want it to be there. You're stable, albeit not controlled by us at the moment, or not completely controlled by us. You know, we're getting close. Almost 30%, about 300,000 tons of CO2. Getting closer to no longer contributing here. Once we're no longer contributing here, we'll take the environment off and speed up everything else. That's February, so we're not going to be doing the stream, though maybe next one. Freedom Fighters will be soon as well, which is good.
Lending my expertise.
Oh, one of the servant armies is running away. Moving to Havana. Okay.
Things are cooling off.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Target secured.
Another facility destroyed. Oh, it looks like the last of the servant armies is running for
Our
it to not
people
be
have
destroyed.
taken control.
Non-factory repaired.
We're in control here.
We now have full control in Guatemala. So let's try to start fixing some of our issues. Meet with our friends. There we go. Guatemala, at least. And then saying the 5th of December. So not very long before we can go one step farther and bringing them into the Federation. Okay. So we're being blockaded. Because Europe is bigger than us in their navy department, which is maybe not surprising. It's Europe. Here we get up to 22. They apparently got 90 or 71 in naval freedom. Although they've actually got. Okay, so there's some math going on there, producing that number. Wait, 72 versus 31. So apparently we've got other stuff that's helping us. They've got other stuff that's helping them. Okay. Don't know exactly where the naval freedom's coming from. Though it may be just coming from the fact that they have like higher navy tech or something. They've got 16 armies, all of which, well, not all of them have navies. A lot of them have navies. So we have 5 currently. We have 1 to build. 22 is in theory our maximum. Their maximum is 20. They've got 20, or they've got 12, and they have 4 to build. So I don't know where the 71 exactly is mapping out there, which is the naval freedom effect. So they've got the ability to go where they want. We don't. Which for the moment is probably fine. But yeah, before we get on too involved in doing more stuff, let's go ahead and put the part break here and end the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, there will probably be a part up for you by tomorrow. We're currently playing on a 3-game, 3-night cycle, though I am recording 4 parts in an attempt to record ahead so that when I do have an upcoming family vacation, that I have some parts that can run over the vacation. Although, it'll run over most of the vacation, probably. It probably won't run over all of it. So we recorded 1 more part tonight than was necessary to cover until the next stream. That's in addition to being a little bit ahead, because I think we did that. We did like 5 parts last stream, and again, three streams. So we should have a part up for you by tomorrow, because we should have recorded another part for you by tomorrow. The upcoming schedule is basically a continuation of what we were doing, so over the last couple streams. So Shadow Empire tomorrow, maybe the potential you win Shadow Empire tomorrow, maybe not. We made pretty good strides last time. It depends on how quickly I suppose we can run across the empty voids of the planet. Day after that will be the continuation of Field of Glory Empires as Persia. It's slowed down a little bit because we're at war with basically all the Greek factions. Once we win that, I can probably try to automate a little bit more of the stuff, or at least focus more on culture, so we can cycle the turns a little bit faster on that. We're basically in the state of winning. We either just need to run out the turns to end the scenario, or I think it's like 30 turns if sudden death is active on that. So we're maybe winning on that next stream, although it depends on how fast we play. So tomorrow, Shadow Empires. The day after that, Field of Glory Empires. The day after that will be the return of Terra Invicta, the Resistance playthrough. If you're watching on YouTube, all that should probably be recorded in your past, so you can, if you don't have the patience to wait until tomorrow, you can probably sneak over to Twitch. The VODs of it being recorded live stay up, I believe, for about 14 days after the recordings. And then, by then, I should have them compressed and uploaded to YouTube. There may be, as we get closer to me going on break, going on that vacation, we may end up having a desync where there's more content scheduled for release on YouTube, such that maybe some of the stuff is delayed, that it takes more than 14 days to get up. That it should not currently be the case. So if you've watched this on YouTube, it should still probably be up on Twitch. Now that we have affiliate status on Twitch, stuff stays at 14 days instead of 7. I do stream this live to the username willcall over on Twitch, and then upload it to the username willcall100 on YouTube. So if you want to try to find the other one, that's the information you need. I believe both descriptors, both accounts, have links to the other one in the bios. And sometimes I post on Reddit or whatever, and I think my Reddit account has the links to them as well. Although these don't, I think, have the link to the Reddit account. And then I post on Reddit, usually under the username willcall001, because I'm confusing like that, and I can't have the same name everywhere. Although I think I technically have willcall100 on Reddit as well. I just don't post them. So that's where the schedule stands and upcoming things. I think things are going well here. We obviously don't have the radioactives to really field more of our Poseidon torch drive ships. That's why I'm trying to get out some fusion drive. The deuterium Nova Lantern will definitely be a step back in as far as engine performance, but it doesn't require any radioactives. As a side effect, we can much more cost-effectively run these as a stopgap until we can develop the second to last fusion drive, which is the stopgap, obviously, to the last fusion drive. And I believe those 3 fusion drives you can upgrade from one to the other because they all use the same power plant and they all basically use the same propellant. Fusion reactor wise, we have inertial confinement fusion reactor 6. Probably in the next stream, when we get this Nova Lantern, we will design a ship using inertial confinement fusion reactor 6 and showing how effective it is. It's probably a little overkill, if anything, for the deuterium Nova Lantern. And obviously we're working on reactor 7. So 6 is, I think it's a 99% efficiency drive. This one's a 99.9 efficiency drive. Basically allows you to save 1/10 of radiators, which is a big difference. Although, I think technically per gigawatt of supplied power, it's a little bit more expensive. Although, because you're losing less waste, you maybe save a little bit on it. So that'll be good. Freedom Fighters, of course, to chip away at the alien nation. We're not really helping with these, although wouldn't necessarily complain about getting that. We don't care about antimatter, so as long as they research it, we're happy with that. And then we're controlling future tech space science, so we can get more mines for when we have the time to actually set more mines up. And yeah, we've got enough, I think enough volatiles that for when we get the drives, we can probably get 10 ships under construction real quick. And yeah, 10 ships should allow us to be a little bit more aggressive. The fusion drives, we might also be able to do some attempts to colonize Jupiter to force the aliens to come to us in space. Because they're a little bit more likely to come to us in Jupiter system. Whereas you can see in Earth, yeah, they're orbiting Earth, and we should probably... I really need to stop the surveillance ships from doing surveillance missions. But right now, we can't try chasing these. I can't afford to chase these. The fusion drive, we might be able to chase these. Although, putting 1,000 KPS on a ship so we can just chase them, run them down, is going to be real hard to do. But that's something we might try doing in the future. So before I ramble on too much longer and make this an even longer part, if you're watching YouTube, there should be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I did do a recent announcement on what the upcoming schedule will be. Also go double check and make sure it's updated properly on Twitch. The next stream of this will be in 3 days. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.